Unless you've been living in a doghouse for the past year, you're undoubtedly aware of a little indie title that has become lovingly known as the Cat Game. Blue 12's debut IP, Stray, released on July 19th for PlayStation and PC, and let me tell you, this game has some serious pawsonality. Strap in, folks, these cat puns are only going to get worse. In this review, we'll pounce on 5 topics in no particular order: the mechanics, the sound, the look, the vibe, and of course, the verdict. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning into ICE TV. My name is Philip Price, and today we're answering the mountainous question: was Stray worth my time? All the music you'll hear in this review is taken directly from in-game, and it's positively perfect. Here, just have a listen. And if this isn't enough to convince you Stray has an amazing original soundtrack, there's even a trophy named Meowlody, where you give 8 music sheets to this robot named Marusk, and he'll literally play the music for you while you take a little catnap, which is a great time to unlock the Productive Day trophy where Stray just needs to sleep for more than an hour. Did I mention this is a cat game? Right off the cat, you're put into the paws of a feral cat living their best life with their cat family. I love the fact that we have no idea what this cat's name is, if it's a boy or a girl, or pretty much anything about it. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to call the cat Stray going forward. Truth be told, even though you play as Stray, this game is not about the cat. It's a story about world building and discovering what happened to the world Stray falls into. And this world is simply stunning. I played Stray on PC with a meager 1050 Ti. If you want to help me upgrade it, take advantage of that super thanks button. But even with this litterbox GPU, there were still moments that I found myself just sitting there and staring at the world. Which, by the way, it can't be understated how much of a crime it is that this game has no photo mode. I'm really hoping Blue 12 Studio will add this in a future update. From the rot-covered high-rises to the landfill-like slums, to the now lush abandoned missile silo turned village, the game is filled with visuals that deserve to be taken in. The game begins when Stray falls from a jump and gets separated from the pack. Cats have packs, right? Anyway, you wake up and wander the sewers a bit, wind up in a sealed-off, post-apocalyptic city, and eventually help this consciousness download itself into a tiny drone aptly named B12. I see what you did there, Blue 12 Studio. This drone then pawsees up with Stray throughout the rest of its journey to escape the city and make its way back to the surface to reunite with its pack. That's it. That's all you get of Stray's story. And truth be told, that's all we were really expecting. But Blue 12 had another story to tell. You see, in this underground city, the only other organic life form you encounter are these swarms of squishy head crabs called Zurks, which explains why the robots freak out when they first see Stray, because you can eventually find out that these creatures have evolved to consume metal. And I stress the word can because the story of this world and its inhabitants is told purely through interacting with the environment. While B12 can translate the robot language so Stray can understand what's being said, I honestly can't recall a moment when B12 speaks directly to the robots, which makes sense since we speak to our cats all the time, and we know the little furballs can understand us. But the story here is almost completely optional. You don't have to interact with every robot. You don't have to read every sign or graffiti. You don't have to collect any of the optional 22 memories. Heck, you don't even have to read any of the translation B12 gives you for what the robots are saying to you. Granted, some of the puzzles will be a bit hard to figure out without these hints, but it's totally optional. Speaking of puzzles, in my mind, this game is more of an adventure genre game than anything else. Large portions of the game require you to solve puzzles like wake this dude up so he can report to work and unknowingly smuggle you into his boss's shop so you can steal a hat to give to complete this other dude's disguise so he can willingly sneak you into this factory so you can steal something for his boss. Another standout mechanic in this game is the traversal. I never really thought about how moving through the world from a cat's perspective was, and Stray's agility did not disappoint. Granted, there were certain spots where Stray couldn't jump horizontally, but the verticality of this cat tells me this is not a kitten, but a full-grown Stray. While there is a dedicated meow button, don't forget to meow 100 times to unlock the A Little Chatty trophy, Stray does not have the ability to jump on command. At first I thought this decision was a mistake, but knowing that every jump Stray attempted would be a successful one really opened up my mind to how I viewed the environment. For you old heads out there, as the kids like to call us, it is very much like the first time I learned to think with portals.
It's been a long time.
While Stray, the game, not the cat, can be a very short game, there's even a trophy to complete the game in less than 2 hours, this game should not be rushed. Being the completionist that I am, it took me near 8 hours to complete the game, and that's not counting the time it took for me to go back and complete collecting all 22 optional memories, all 8 sheet music, every scratching post, every badge, every nuzzle spot. Listen, there's just a ton of stuff to do in this game, okay? And while this game does take a twist into Horror Town that I'm not going to get into here, there is such a chill vibe about the game. I've literally put the controller down and went to bed using this game as my white noise for the night. And if you do want to get into the horror aspect of the game, let me know in the comments below and we'll see about a spoiler talk for this game. I loved almost every minute of this game. There is one section in particular that required stealth and I just wasn't a fan of it. Granted, it's very short and if you stay patient you can make it through quickly. I found myself getting frustrated trying to get through it. Other than that, I have no complaints. While it is true that the game ends very abruptly and you may be left wanting more, I feel like the game had to end that way to avoid overstaying its welcome. I definitely want to see a sequel to this game to continue the story of the robots, the Zurks, and Stray, but if Blue 12 pivots to a new IP using the mechanics from this game, I'm down for that as well. Being that the length of the game is relatively short, with a matching price point of $29.99, I'd say this game was time well spent. And that's it. What did you guys think? Have you picked up Stray? Did you enjoy it? What did you think of the horror aspect? I will be posting a few guides for this game. Keep an eye out for that as well. But until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay tuned to ICE TV.